Okay, now let's do part 2 now. Part 2, orang punya argument is that Izzah punya qualification is insufficient. Dia punya qualification apa? Public planning, tak kena mengena dengan finance and economics. Uh, dia punya Izzah is not all knowing to cover all aspects of finance economy, orang kata. Okay, and also the argument is redundant. She already has since dah ada other advisors, ada Hassan Marikan, ada orang-orang lain pun to advise. Dan finance ministry takkan tak ada advisors or consultants dalam tu. Okay, so and also the argument, no necessity to appoint to office, can just advise the father without position in government. Okay, kenapa kena appoint position? Okay, dah I dah sebut tadi dah. Okay, there is no monies that going to be paid to her. There is no authority or decision making that's going to be given to her where she can instruct people to do things. Tak ada. So jadi dia punya role is just as an advisor to the finance minister. That's it. So kalau tak appoint into office and just advise father without position in the government, then how is she going to get clearance to see all the documents in finance ministry? They are all rahsia. Itu rahsia kerajaan. So why can't she have the privity to all those information? Sama seperti mana, the same fashion as all the other ministry punya staff yang beribu-ribu tu yang boleh tengok rahsia, dokumen rahsia. They are all sworn to secrecy kan. They cannot leak. Kalau leak pun there will be consequences. There will be legal consequences on them. Sama lah kat atas Nurul Izzah dan even Anwar Ibrahim SPM. Dia tak boleh nak leak all those information because certain things as considered as rahsia atau rahsia besar tak boleh share. But she can use this to advise her father, to advise the minister and prime minister. She can use this. So that is why she need to be appointed in the government position. Okay, is Izzah qualification insufficient? Kalau nak kata insufficient, insufficient for what? How do you know what task the PM wants to give her? In the case of to pastikan pengurusan tender teratur, that all things are happening the way it's supposed to happen, the way it's reported to be happening, to check and audit internally from the PM's office, to check. She doesn't need extensive economics degree. She doesn't need actuarial punya qualification. She doesn't need all that. For that task, her qualification is more than sufficient. Okay, and Izzah is not all knowing to cover all aspects of finance and economy. When was it suggested that? When did Anwar kata daughter dia tahu segala-gala benda? When did Anwar kata daughter dia will be advising on all aspects of finance and economy? No. Ada menteri ekonomi, ada orang-orang lain yang in charge of different portfolios dalam finance. They got their jobs to do. Nurul Izzah cannot do everything. She is helping pro bono. So therefore, she does not need to be all-knowing to cover all aspects. But by being in there, she will learn, she will develop herself, and it's be good for her future career. Jadi, dia buat pro bono tu macam internship. So, dia buat kerja tu tapi dia diberi designation dan dia ada access. Dia boleh panggil orang tu brief her. She can ask to access certain documents. She can get clarification and presentation from orang. She may be able to go out and cakap dengan orang, but she can't commit, she can't spend. She doesn't have the sort of authority. So, issue of dia punya capability, notwithstanding what Jomo says that she's qualified, she's competent. Yes, I'm not saying she is or she is not. Tetapi masalah, the point is, this is for the use of the PM, of Anwar Ibrahim as Minister of Finance. Untuk kegunaan dia, and dia tahu apa daughter dia capable of, and that qualification yang daughter dia ada and experience dia ada, memadai to do the kerja yang dia suruh buat. And that is important to the PM. Who are we to question apa PM perlu buat and what he needs to be done? We setuju to support him to become PM, right? To run the country. Why are we running his office? And why are we running cara dia buat kerja? We look at the outcome. Then we evaluate. After 5 years, we decide whether we want him again as PM or not. So that covers issue of qualification. Tak relevan. Bukannya dia dia ambil kerja orang lain and dia buat kerja tu, orang lain tak boleh buat kerja tu. No. Ini kerja yang task yang bapak dia bagi separate. Tak ada siapa to do that task. Tak ada siapa yang the father and the prime minister trust to do that task other than his own daughter to check certain things of what's happening in finance. Apa benda yang tak betul jadi in finance semua tu, the PM baru take over the finance ministry pun, dia sendiri pun tak tahu apa exactly is happening, how is working, whether it's working well or not. So therefore, it's really handy, and I believe that it is very strategic for him to have his own daughter who is competent to look into all these aspects and report to the father, so that the father is better acquainted on what's really happening on the ground.